Alright, I will be walking you through my lesson plan, sections 4 through 6. Section 4, the activities. My activities for the intro and the modeling. First of all, this project is focused towards learning about our solar system. So each group will construct a model of our solar system with the sun being in the middle. And then I will already have a model created for them, so I'll show them my model, and that way they can understand what it's supposed to look like, how big everything's supposed to be, just what I am expecting of them for this project. The guided practice, I'll split them up into their designated groups that they'll be working with for this project because it is a group project. I'll pass my solar system model around for each group to get a good look at, and the groups will have the opportunity to take notes and really study out the model. And while this is going on, I'll be answering any questions that they have, walking around, just seeing how they're taking in all this information. The independent practice, since this is a group activity, I'm really just going to keep them in groups so that they can start to get to know each other and just work in groups. During this practice time, I'll have the groups draw a picture of their model. So the drawing should be done with colored pencils, which I will provide. It'll allow me the opportunity to see whether the students know exactly where each planet is, uh, just whether they really understand what they're doing, and because if they can't draw a picture, then they're not going to be able to create a model. And then for the closing and the formative assessment, the students will present their finished project to the class in their groups. They will explain why they decided to construct their model this way and explain about each planet. All right, for the materials, uh, I put YouTube video of our solar system, but it can just be any video. There are several good ones on YouTube. Just so that in the video it'll break down, where all the planets are. Just again, I'm trying to allow them to learn, where all the planets are. Uh, just information about the project. They'll need pencils, paper, markers, and then colored pencils. I've included these materials because they will be essential in order for students to do group and independent practice, to do the group and independent practice in class. Ultimately, this assignment is a take-home project, but the students must take notes about my model, and I will pass it around and complete a rough drawing of their model. Alright, the evaluation. How and when do you plan to evaluate student learning on the content of this lesson? Uh, at the end of this assignment, each group will stand in front of the class and present their model. The group will describe what materials they used to construct the model and where each planet is in relation to the other. I will have a checklist in order to critique their model. My second objective involves the students reading, looking at pictures, and doing some research about this project. So in this case, a huge part of my critiquing will be based on how they created the planets. I'm looking for if the colors are accurate, and if the size of the planets are accurate, and just stuff like that. I've chosen this approach because I'll be able to tell if they understood and grasped the lesson just by looking at their model. But actually having the groups stand in front of the class and present their project, and tell specific information about their model, what they used, um, answering some questions about it really allows me to see if they learned what they were supposed to learn on this project.